I have here two very similarly priced digital pianos that were recently launched, the Roland FP-30X over here and the Yamaha DGX-670 over here. Depending on your needs and your usage, here are 11 reasons the Roland FP-30X is better than the DGX-670. While both these digital pianos have 88 full-size weighted and graded hammer key action, Roland's PHA-4 keyboard is closer to the feel and touch response of a traditional acoustic grand piano. With Roland's simulated key escapement, I can feel a slight bump when the keys on the FP-30X are pressed halfway down, just like how the let-off feels on a grand piano when the jack disconnects from the knuckle. Yamaha's GHS key action is almost 2 decades old and the age shows. The DGX-670 key action isn't bad by any means, but the Roland FP-30X keys are closer to how a grand piano feels. Check out the description for more detailed information and the best current prices I found. The Yamaha DGX-670 has glossy white keytops, while the Roland FP-30X features matte and slightly textured keytops simulating real ivory found on piano keys before the use of ivory was banned. I find myself feeling more planted and assured on the keys of the FP-30X regardless if my fingertips are dry or moist with sweat after extended practice. The shiny keytops on the Yamaha are not as grippy when my fingertips are dry. Conversely, after extended practice, the shiny keytops become a little too sticky as my fingertips get moist with sweat. The difference stops at the white keys as both Roland and Yamaha have matte black keys. The FP-30X has triple sensors for each key, while the DGX-670 has just 2 sensors per key. For most players, you are unlikely to notice any difference. For advanced players who need shallow key repeats when playing trills and quick repeated notes, the triple sensors make an appreciable difference as you do not need to lift the keys up as high before hitting them down again. If you want to find out what my recommended pianos, keyboards, and learning apps are, do check out the description below. While both the DGX-670 and FP-30X have wireless Bluetooth audio connectivity, Roland takes their wireless capabilities one step further with wireless Bluetooth MIDI. Bluetooth MIDI allows you to connect to your smartphone apps, DAW, and sound modules without the need for messy cables. Both pianos do handle MIDI via a USB cable, but the Yamaha DGX-670 does not have wireless MIDI capability. The pair of 11 watts amplifiers on the Roland FP-30X are significantly more powerful than the pair of 6 watts amplifiers found on the Yamaha DGX-670. Do not be misled by others who tell you that a pair of 11 watts amplifiers will sound twice as loud as a pair of 6 watts amplifiers. Doubling the amount of amplifier power only produces an additional 3 decibels of loudness. What the more powerful amplifiers do for the FP-30X is provide a noticeably cleaner sound, as the amplifiers do not need to work as hard to produce the same amount of loudness. The speakers on the DGX-670 fire upwards and are directed at the player, while the speakers on the FP-30X are located below the piano and have a more spacious sound as the sound waves get reflected off the floor and walls before reaching the pianist's ears. The upward firing speakers on the DGX-670 also prevents you from turning up the volume too much before it gets uncomfortable. If you are playing to a small audience, the FP-30X speaker position is better as you can raise the volume to reach your audience without the output being uncomfortably loud for the pianist. The Roland FP-30X has a pair of dedicated quarter-inch stereo outputs for connecting to a pair of external speakers, whereas on the Yamaha DGX-670, you only get a single output jack, which also doubles as a headphones jack. This may be a deal breaker for you if you intend to connect a pair of high-quality speakers, either for monitoring or for performing to an audience. There is only one headphone jack on the Yamaha DGX-670 and it is located all the way at the rear of the piano. The headphones jack also doubles up as a line output. On the Roland FP-30X, you get two dedicated headphones jacks which are conveniently located at the front just next to the pianist. These headphone jacks comes in two sizes on the FP-30X, 3.5mm and quarter-inch, which means whatever headphones you have will definitely fit without the need for an adapter. If you need a pair of affordable professional quality headphones that I personally use and recommend, you can check out the links in the description below. The Yamaha DGX-670 is a massive 47 pounds for just the keyboard only. If you include the wooden stand and triple pedal system, the entire weight is easily 70 pounds. The Roland FP-30X on the other hand weighs just 32 pounds. If you foresee moving your piano around the house or intend to bring your piano to school or church to perform with or entertain your friends and family, the FP-30X is a better choice. As you can see, I live in a very tiny apartment and space is a premium. The footprint of the FP-30X is much lesser than the DGX-670. If you live in a dormitory or have a small bedroom, the FP-30X may be a better choice. As at the time of this video, the FP-30X is $50 cheaper than the DGX-670. $50 may not sound like much, but if you do not need all the bells and whistles of an arranger and you just want a portable piano with a good piano sound and one of the best key action in this price category, the FP-30X is a better choice. I have a number of students who have a Yamaha DGX piano but have never used any of the functions except the default piano sound, because their previous teachers didn't know how to use an arranger and the students just wanted to learn piano pieces. Here's my advice. If you play mainly piano pieces and use just the usual acoustic piano, electric piano, organ and harpsichord sound, and don't really want to be distracted by 1,000 other features that you don't use at all, the FP-30X is a cheaper price and may be a better choice for you. If you value key action above everything else, the FP-30X is also for you. If you can foresee yourself using your keyboard for gigs, the lower weight, stereo outputs, and compact size makes the FP-30X a better choice. Don't forget to check out the description below where I have my list of recommended keyboards, digital pianos, as well as piano learning apps. My name is Jeremy C, and I'll see you in my next video.